Hey, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another Linux app. Today's episode, it's all about the Virt Manager. This episode will help you on how to use Linux app tools that are being used in the Linux-based operating system. So last time I have a comment from one of our subscribers regarding the Oracle VirtualBox, and it says, no, isn't. Virt Manager is much better. Well, I now gonna check on how to install and how easy or hard the Virt Manager compared to the Oracle by, of course, using our computer, of course. So let's go to our big Linux, and of course let's look for the Virtual Manager. So let's look for that one in the virtualization. So we have the Oracle VirtualBox right here. I have the GNOME Boxes virtual app, and this is the Virt Manager. And let's try to download this and install by clicking that one, install, one button only, and click install. So as you can see, it is now trying to download. Of course, I need to put my super secret password, and let's wait until it load everything. Okay, let's click apply this one, applying some updates in different application that I have. Of course, I trust this one, and I have to blur that one out. So let's go to our virtual manager right here, our Virt Manager. Of course, we have it right now. So let's create a new. I have to open a ISO file. Let's forward that one and browse the directory that I have. So let's try to go to the directory which is our download. So let's try to see the ISO of the. Let's open that one and then try to open the ISO. So let's look for Linux Mint. I have to choose that one and then open. Let's for the okay. So let's click that one and open. Forward. Ooh. Try similar distro. OMG. Okay. Let's try to enter Linux Mint and then let's open forward. Yes. So we have the memory. Let's create the memory 8, and then instead of like we will have our 8 CPU. I think we are already okay with that one, and then this one will be maybe 30. Okay, 30. Let's type in 30, and then okay, Linux Mint test. Okay, the name is Linux Mint test, and then okay, I think this is much better. And then let's create our okay, let's make it full screen. So we have now our Virt Manager, and we will try to select the Linux Mint Live. Okay, let's click that one. So this is how we use the Virt Manager compared to the Oracle VirtualBox and the GNOME Boxes application. I'm trying to move the mouse. It appears that it is a little bit like, okay, there is no other display. Okay, so this is a little bit like not the correct display. Let's correct the display settings first. Let's make it 1080 and click apply so that it will be good and it will be clear, and keep the changes. Now it is a little bit sharp. I think it is already, so let's click that one. So this is the version Linux Mint. Let's check the NeoFetch. Okay, this is the Linux Mint 22.1. Okay, so this is already okay. So as you can see, we will try to look into the preference. So this is the general information. Okay, that is the general information. How about info? So we have the Linux Mint 22.1 Cinnamon with Cinnamon version 6.4.6, and the Linux kernel is also a little bit like the latest and stable version. I'm using the 12th generation of the Intel Core i5, and I have 8 gigabytes of random access memory, which is the virtual, and the hard disk is 30. Well, that is okay. So it is running in Red Hat for the graphics card, which is using the Virt manager. Okay, so that is how our Virt manager. Let's close that one. Let's see. Okay, let's enter that one, and there you have it. So let's try to show the console. Okay, so the virtual manager, well, it's okay, but if you asked me if which is which, I think I'll be saying that the most easiest to use is that the boxes. Then it is the Oracle. If you are really into computers and you need to gain more of your control of your virtual, then go for the virtual machine. Some of you will be disagreeing, of course, you have your own preference, but for me as a teacher, to be honest, I'd rather have the easiest first to let them show how the virtual machines or the virtualization application should be used. Of course, we have this one, boxes, VirtualBox, and Virt Manager. So for me, if you are really into computers, Virt machine is your go-to. And for the a little bit like middle type of tester, I think you better use the VirtualBox. And the easiest, of course, it's Genome boxes. Right now, well, for me it's okay. You have also the abouts right here. So the Virt Manager is now in version 4.1, and of course this is also used by the Red Hat. Okay, so another one, let's create another virtual machine. Of course, let's use the ISO, then forward, and then select the media browser. Yes, let me see if I could like use the other one, the Makulu. Okay, choose this one, and then of course, oops, and then Makulu. Generic. Okay, let's just use the generic right here for the Makulu, and then you have to select again, or just type in 8000, and then this one will be 8 CPU, 25. Okay, let's just use 25 and then forward. The name will be Makulu. And then finish. Okay, let's full screen this one. Then you have the virtualization app. So let's try to use the live boot. So this display is about like the 720. If you're starting with the virtualization, it will be a little bit confusing for some of you, especially the students that I have, which has no background with other computers aside from, you know, their MacBook, their Mac, and some of them are using the Windows. Okay. Okay, let's close that one. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Even I close it, it won't respond in Virt Manager. I was surprised. Why is it is not responding compared to the virtual machine of Oracle and the genome boxes? They are responsive compared to the Virt Manager. Maybe it's because a little bit like heavy, so it needs to have a high performance, high tech type of computer you have, you know, something like that. Probably it's gonna be like that. So no offense with those one. I'm just based on my students. Okay, so this is not because I am a teacher for the computers, so I will say like that. No, I'm not based on this one. This is why it is important to try it first before anything else, before commenting or something like that. So there's no such thing as a bad application. It depends on your needs. It depends on your how to test those type of applications. So I think Virt Manager is a little bit like more on technical. If students are still not so advanced, it will be better to have the Oracle Virtual Manager or VirtualBox. And if only for testing to check it out, just use the genome boxes. It will be so easy, much easier. So that's it for now. If you have some question, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. This is why we need to check out and test it before we say and comment. And of course, we need to check the level of knowledge before anything else. But for me, if you are a professional and you have more technical knowledge on virtualization, probably it is much better to use the Virt Manager compared to the others virtualization. That's it for now for our Linux app. Today's episode, it's all about the Virt Manager. Bye for now and see you in the next episode of Linux app. I'm Blair, your science, computer, and mathematics teacher. Bye for now and see you in the next episode. Ciao.